So our chambers play an important role in the business community, including entrepreneurship and small business. And so our next round, our first round of awards, I should say, recognizes the chambers who recognize their constituents in entrepreneurship. And so I'll please ask, as I call each of the chamber winners up, if you'll hold your applause till the end, and each chamber winner, as I announce you, please come up to receive your award. Our first chamber winner belongs to Pleasure Island Chamber of Commerce, and it's called Palm Air Realty. And all of us have this romantic view of bed and breakfast, but not many of us are willing to undertake the effort to not only renovate a lovely, fine, historic building into a bed and breakfast, but then actually run it and grow it. But that's what Palm, E.A. Ruth, and Ann Brodsky have done. And so congratulations on your award. The Southport Oak Island Chamber of Commerce. Many of us have probably been to a Port City Java, and many of us probably love the historic vibe of Southport. Well, Emily Humphreys has brought the two of those things together with Port City Java in Southport, and congratulations to her and her staff on the Southport Oak Island Chamber of Commerce Award this year. We are always particularly proud at UNCW of our alumni entrepreneurs, even more so when they've started multiple technology startup companies. And so we are very excited, as is the Wilmington Chamber of Commerce with their award winner, with Sean Olson, the founder of Cloudwise. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Cloudwise, I please encourage you to take a look at the website, because it's great to have a technology startup that's going to be a very big success that can also help all of your businesses here in town. Our North Brunswick Chamber of Commerce, which is an important symbol that entrepreneurship doesn't end when we hit the river. It actually floats and goes across the river into Brunswick, and that is part of our region. And so we are very excited to have the North Brunswick Chamber of Commerce involved. And their award winner this year, which was founded in 2011, whose CEO is Churchill Hornstein, is Urban E-Recyclers. And their mission is important, because all of us in this room right now, whether we know it or not, are creating trash. The good news is there's a lot of recycle bins. You'll notice the green things on your way out. Please make use of them. But please also understand that companies like Urban E-Recyclers are making a tremendous impact by helping to recycle and turn it into a business opportunity. So thank you and congratulations. And last, our Bourgois Chamber of Commerce. Traditions Fine Gifts and Interiors. So anyone who gets home today notices that we've had some awful weather, and so you're going to probably be stuck inside all weekend. What a great opportunity to look around your house and realize it needs some changes. Whether it's new sheets, bedding, different lovely pieces to add, well, now you know where you need to go to find those things. And that's Traditions Fine Gifts and Interiors. Can I please have a round of applause for all of the chamber winners, please? All efforts and activities generally have a figurehead or somebody who helps get things started. At UNCW with entrepreneurship, especially with entrepreneurship education, that person is Stephen Harper. Many of you in this room have had the pleasure of working with Steve or been taught by Steve and understand how he's made a difference in so many students and now so many professionals' lives. And it's not a surprise that one of the things that Steve, who's our endowed professor of entrepreneurship, has created is our UNCW Entrepreneurship Business Plan Competition. And this year that competition got taken to a new level with sponsorship from our entrepreneur in residence, Brett Martin, and Castle Branch. And so it is with great pleasure that I introduce our 2012 Student Business Plan Competition winner, Ruben Rosado.
Well, I'd like just to say a few words. It's really been an honor and humbling experience to be part of this competition and receive this award. I just wanted to take this time to thank Brett Martin again with Castle Branch for taking a leading role in the sponsorship, and all the other sponsors for that matter. I'd like to thank Justin Queen with Blue Zoos, everyone at McGladdery. I'd like to thank everyone at Ward & Smith, Becky O'Daniel, Clayton Gazelle, and all the other sponsors. I'd like to say, thank Dr. Steve Harper for creating the competition. It's really been a learning experience, and And, anyone who's been involved in this, including the jurors, with their feedback and everything, has really made a difference and pushed not only me, but everyone in the competition. I think there's some things you can learn, and the Cameron School of Business is great from an academic standpoint, but there's some things you really can't learn in a book, like creativity and innovation and how you handle yourself under pressure and things like that. And I think this competition has been a really great experience to learn that. So just want to thank everyone again. Thanks.
So, since today's theme seems to be entrepreneurship, wouldn't it be true that entrepreneurship can find its way into TV stations and media outlets beyond just the Business Journal? And so it's with honor that I introduce one of our next sponsors, who's not only a sponsor, but intimately involved in, as you'll see, some of the pieces of the awards. For anyone who follows and watches WECT and had a chance to see the studio in person, you understand that there is an innovative vibe and approach to how they do things there. And part of that is a result of some of the leaders, more specifically Gary McNair from WECT, one of our sponsors. Gary, please come up.
Good morning. I'd like to thank Rob and Jonathan for asking us to get involved again. I got a request of those guys, though. If we have some extra time at the end, I'd really like to hear John Gardner do a little bit of Justin Bieber. What do you think? I'll also notice that John, probably the best prepared of anybody that's been up here so far. You had your notes and everything. I happen to know that John's an Eagle Scout, so he's prepared. He's very prepared. So I'm a little bit surprised that we got this far into the program and nobody has talked about what's going on Wall Street today with the IPO and Facebook. So here we are in Wilmington, North Carolina, celebrating entrepreneurship on the very same day that probably one of the largest entrepreneur celebrations is also taking place on Wall Street. It's pretty cool stuff. I'll give you our quick commercial. Thank you. You helped me out there. We got a building full of entrepreneurs at our place, and for a traditional business, but we do a lot of things the old way, but we do a lot of things in new ways and looking for new ways all the time in news coverage, and especially recently with our mobile products. And that's been a real cutting edge kind of place for us, and it is just on fire for us. My quick pitch for you is, I think we're the most cost-effective way to get your message in front of a whole lot of people in this 5-county area. And I've got a whole table full of our sales team over here, if any of you want to talk to them when we're done here. They asked me to get involved 2 years ago with this, of which we've done. And I kind of thought of entrepreneurship as a young person's game. And so it's really neat that I get to introduce the first video today, and the first video features a man that has hair about the same color as mine. And if you look at the pictures in this, you'll see some of that too. The bonus on this is they're also one of our advertisers, so I really like that a lot too. So we're going to get right to the tapes and see our 10 honorees today, and the first one coming up is for Carolina Farming. Roll tape or disc or whatever it is.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rowe, Director of the UNCW Entrepreneurship Center. It is my pleasure to be here with Wayne Long, founder of Carolina Farmin' and our Retail Coastal Entrepreneur Award winner. Wayne, let's talk about Carolina Farmin'. What a great success it's been.
Well, thanks for the accolades. Obviously, Carolina Farmin' has been a product of a lot of research. You know, we have worked very hard to bring a product to market that we feel like is a needed product. bringing local bakers, fishermen, produce growers, and all that kind of stuff to market where they'll have a place to sell their products 7 days a week has been our goal.
Yeah, and I think you've been a great success with that. And talk just quickly about that, because obviously you have just such great high quality food and produce and products, and all of it comes local.
Yeah, I mean, we're out in the countryside almost weekly, lining up growers. We've got produce growers lined up for this year's products. So it's just it's forging those relationships with people and letting them know that you're going to buy their products week in, week out.
And I think that's also, from a community perspective, happened on the customer side. You get a great diverse group of customers who come in and are very loyal.
Yeah, the customer response has really been great. If we get better every week, I think we're going to be pretty successful.
And what does the award mean for Carolina Farming with the hard work that's gone into this?
Well, it's a validation we're probably on the right track. We're like I said, we're trying to get better every week.
Yeah.
We're trying to understand what our weaknesses are and understand how we need to differentiate ourselves in the market to become better players.
Excellent. And very quickly, what are your future plans?
We're doing a lot of demographic work right now to determine where we want to put Carolina Farming number 2.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Wayne. And please check out Carolina Farming on Market Street and at carolinafarming.com.
Good morning. I'm Phil Marion, and I'm with BB&T. And as you've heard this morning, we have varying talents at BB&T. And no, I'm not going to sing karaoke for you. But Mitzi, I do have fire in my belly. I didn't think I was an entrepreneur until this morning. And all of the employees at BB&T and my family inspire me to keep going. So this morning, I'm delighted to be with all of these successful entrepreneurs in the room. On a more serious note, Wayne Long and his team are doing their part in our community to get our community back on its feet. Carolina Farming is creating jobs. Wayne told me that Carolina Farming is helping to create 100 to 120 jobs in today's economy. He's an amazing man. Not only is he leading Carolina Farming, he continues to build out a very successful home health company, WellCare. Believe it or not, these two companies are creating some synergies around a healthy diet. Just recently, Wayne's Carolina Farming team held an in-store demonstration around healthy food preparation with members from his WellCare team. Who knows? The WellCare team may start delivering healthy meals to those that can't get out to do their own shopping or prepare their own food. As you heard Wayne say in the video, Carolina Farming works closely with local farmers, fishermen, dairy producers, bakers, chocolatiers, providing each of them a retail outlet for their products. Wayne's business model is helping create jobs beyond his own company as he embraces the buy local movement. By doing this, his suppliers are gaining confidence, knowing they have an outlet for their products and are willing to farm the 20 acres that sat idle for several years. Farmers farming 20 acres now have the same opportunity to sell their products as the 1,000-acre farmer. As Carolina Farming continues to grow and establish itself in this niche market, it is Wayne's hope that his suppliers will grow along with him. Wayne Long is proud of his farming heritage, and he understands the meaning of relationships. He understands that his reputation of fulfilling his commitments is very important in everything he does. His commitment doesn't stop with his suppliers and his employees. He's committed to mentoring one of his 3 sons, Ben, to be an entrepreneur himself. Ben is currently the general manager of Carolina Farming, and he and his team have developed an in-store market known as Central Market to supply local restaurateurs with fresh, just-in-time produce. Wayne is committed to helping others who have helped him along the way, and hopefully it will improve the financial well-being of all involved. Please join me in congratulating Wayne Long and the entire Carolina Farming team for their selection as this year's winner of the Retail Coastal Entrepreneurship Award.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Marion. I have to be very respectful of Mr. Marion because we're trying to borrow a little bit of money. Also, thank you to the Greater Wilmington Business Journal, UNCW Entrepreneurial Council. Entrepreneurship, we feel like, is so very important. Over time, it seems like the entrepreneurial spirit in the United States, North Carolina, is going down, and we really want to be part of the process of turning that around. Over time, most of our parents, grandparents, a lot of them were entrepreneurs, but a lot of us aren't. We're working for a second party or a third party, and a lot of the United States and local people have lost that entrepreneurial spirit, that entrepreneurial passion. And that's really what this is all about to us, creating the entrepreneurial spirit, teaching, mentoring our staff to do more than use their hands, use your brain, use your intuition, use your intellect to be a better staff person, to be a better customer service representative for our organization. Unfortunately, in this day and time, with a lot of retail, somebody from corporate sends down a planogram and they tell the staff, cut your brain off, use your hands. We're trying to turn that on top of its head. We don't want people to use their hands in our store only. We want people to use their brains. When you walk into the store, we want them to look you in the eye and thank you for shopping there. And that's where we're trying to create that difference in being an entrepreneur. I heard a long time ago that the definition of being lucky is where opportunity meets preparation. And that's really where we feel like we are in this cycle. I started out doing this probably 30, 35 years ago. I was out of it for about 15 years. But, I still have that passion for it, and we love it. Carolina Farm is a community store. It's community-based, community-operated. Everybody that works at Carolina Farming comes from the community. Everybody that we spent a dime with in the preparation and the building of Carolina Farming was a local contractor. We didn't go to Greensboro. We didn't go to Raleigh. We didn't go to Norfolk, San Francisco, wherever, to find contractors. We found them all right here in Wilmington. As Mr. Marion was saying, we employ probably 65 to 70 people. We have 15 to 20 produce people that are going to be growing stuff for us this year. In the peak of our season, we'll have probably 80 to 90 products that will be grown within 20 miles of your doorsteps. We think that's important. We think it's an opportunity for the local people that have been bypassed, not for any bad reason or anything like that, by big food chains, but the local people just really don't get a good, clean look because they don't have the capacity to produce 3 truckloads a week. They got the capacity to produce 100 cases a week. Again, I'd like to thank my son, Ben, for being here with me today. He's part of our passion. So, again, thank you very much. We appreciate the opportunity to be here today and are so humbled by the award. Thank you.
Got memories? Get DVDs. Tapes won't last forever. Digital transfers will. Do it today so you'll have your memories tomorrow. Call us at 399-1820 or online at myrealvideo.com. Mold and time ruin videotapes. Tapes won't last forever. Digital transfers will. Do it today so you'll have your memories tomorrow. Call us at 399-1820 or online at myrealvideo.com.